In this lecture, we will talk about the article methodology. In the previous lecture, we explained the logic behind the article methodology, what it does and why it is important for the future, how we leverage further. And as I said, the real winner is come from this column because this is harder to configure. If this section is wrong, this section is wrong, or this section is wrong. If this section is correct, it does not mean that much after that point. So when you look at the article methodology, we start with a definition of drinking water. First thing here is that you will need to define your most important predicate and your most important central entity with the more details, with the more perspective and the highest level of scientific approach compared to your competitors. If you are able to define your most important section in the knowledge base better than your competitor, you will always have the highest relevance. The point here, if a search engine see the word drinking water or the drinking water together in a queries, and if they get the definition from your source, they will interpret the query or reflect the query further based on your input. The same thing happen inside the product search. If you are able to create better attribute definition for a certain type of products, for example, we take an example of electric scooter. You will see their batteries, battery range, speed, and these type of things. If you are able to define these attributes in a very structured and the best way, search engine will getting the product attributes and the definition from your source. That means if an other competitor don't use these words according to their true definitions, because their true definition contains the specific vocabulary and our definitions also have some specific words. So in this case, the true definition will be coming from the topical alternative source. In that case, they will be losing their relevance. That's why we always to try give the best possible definition, so the section is really important. Now here we ask for give the main benefit and the scientific terms. If you don't know a topic, and as an semantic SEO person, you don't need to know every topic and there is no way of knowing all of them. So if you trust your PhD expert level of author, just tell scientific terms. If you believe that your author is not that much talented or knowledgeable on that specific knowledge domain, then try to make a quick research and tell the person that include these terms, and according to your search must include scientific terms on your own, and understand that which term is more important and where you put in which sentence structure. We need the main benefit, and the many benefit is come from the definition. That's why order of these things are very important. If we put definition of the water or drinking water to the first place, it means that the paragraph will be start with that. Then we go for the main benefit. Then we go for the main benefit as physically, as psychologically, and the nutritional value of water that technically is zero, but it has nutritional function like helping body to the function or helping body to process any other nutrients that we have. But here it did not have to exist. You can also tell that water does not have a nutritional value, and its real benefit or the real value comes from blah blah blah. And then we give the function for the body which is connected to the section, and how many, and then we give its function for the body, and the question that how many percentage of the human body is water. Imagine that here if you cover like what is the percentage, how many percentage for the female human body and the male human body, you are diluting your context because we have not the main topic of percentage, but we have benefits. So we did not expand or explanatory in the introductory part. We try to summative in the introduction part. One more thing, that if you look the order of these terms, we have physical, psychological and nutritional. With the same order, we have physically, psychologically and the nutritional. So nothing is random. Everything is planned. In a semantic content network, everything will need to follow the order because you need to create with order and unite with momentum. We will continue article methodology in the future lectures. Thank you.